What's up, YouTube, and welcome back. Well, just got back from rescue mission. Decided I was gonna be nice to C10, went filled her up with premium, threw some trans fluid in her, get to the gas station, and wouldn't start, killed the battery. So thanks to Diesel Kid for coming to the rescue. And I'm gonna have to buy one of them jump boxes, so hopefully I don't have to call you again, but good seeing you. So today's issue is, pointed out like in one of my short videos, when I drop, or when I have the truck on the ground, or when I drop it, the bumper moves. It's not actually the bumper that moves. It is the whole front clip. So what happens is, after going to the 22s, these are 28 inches tall, I want to say. I mean, they look good, but my issue is I don't have clearance under the hood. So the truck's actually not even all the way down right now. As you can tell, there's still quite a bit in there. But that fender's sitting right on the tires, and that causes the front of the truck to pick up and the bumper sit where it's at. So we're gonna get the grinder out, hopefully trim a little bit of that. Hopefully that'll get her sitting better, clear up some of these gaps. So truck's back in the garage, we gotta actually air it up. Go ahead, open the hood, and I'm gonna grab a screwdriver so to pop these clips off, and rams will come right back out. Got our handy dandy hood prop. This is what we used to use. It's definitely overkill, and I want to build something cool with it. Well, not with this. I want to build a cool hood prop. So give me some ideas, because I kind of think I know what I want, but I don't. So hopefully you guys help me out, build something cool either at work, at school, here, somewhere. I got the equipment to do it, so I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver and be right back. So these clips are pretty easy if you've never done this before. You literally just make a small groove in there, pop them out, pop them off. Same thing with the bottom. Be gentle so they don't fly off. They do like to go back to where they think they're supposed to be. I know one hood strut is not going to hold this. You know, this is back when they made real body panels. Not all this fiberglass and aluminum. Off. Ta-da! Hood prop. Just kind of crappy. I was all excited about having hood struts where I didn't have to prop them up. The issue is they weren't strong enough for a hood this heavy. When the truck was idling, they would settle as the truck idles because the truck shakes so much. So it's kind of a safety hazard in a way. So here's our hood struts. I got, go grab a wrench and a crescent so I can take those out. Sharpies in my pocket, and then I can trace out a little bit more, figure out where the tire is actually going to clearance, which is probably about 1.5 inches or so. So another thing I can notice right now, this truck's actually settling in the back, which means I got an air leak I got to find later on. Instead of guessing what wrench, I just brought the whole shorty set over. I don't know why I still grabbed this, because obviously I have wrenches. save these for a later project. I don't know what project, but there's going to be one someday. Got the brackets up here too. They're actually, if you guys watched the video a long time ago, they were off of a Dodge Ram, like a 02 to 08 or whatever. Same truck as my Cummins. My buddy parts out a lot of them. I went there the one day, said, hey, I could use something like that. I said, go ahead, take them. Came home, messed around with them for a half hour or so, and figured out how to make them work for what I was trying to do. The other fun part of cutting more fender out is I gotta figure out where my wires are gonna go. Because they're in that little piece that there's no other room. There's that. Put my tools away. So I'm not really going to do a whole lot of measuring. It's just going to be freehand. If it's not enough, it's not enough, and I will have to do it again because I'm already doing it again. There's a lot of dirt in there. So at the top, I'm not really sure exactly what to do. I figure I'll just go back to this lip right here and we will see what that does. So just finished moving our material. Kind of sucks because that was where our wires went. And now they don't go there. I might be able to tuck them up even higher, drill through the side to zip tie them. But you can see on that side how much there is. There's the pieces. I have not dropped the truck yet, so we're going to see if that took care of the problem, right, Pop? So, take off a little bit more right there. Front's good. Take off a little bit more on the front over here. Since I'm pretty close to where I want to be now, what I will do, if I can find it in my pocket, Sharpie. So pretty much, you want to get them nice gaps. What you do is you take your Sharpie and you run it literally, run it right on the wheel. That'll give you, I don't know, half-inch gap, half-inch clearance. We're gonna still hit all this with the flap wheel. Fitment is a little different than I thought because I cut that straight originally. My plan was to angle it, but I didn't, and this is where we are. I'm gonna go ahead, chop that out, and then we will be back. Some other little pieces out of the way. I still gotta take the flap wheel, get all that cleaned up. But I started over here where the wiring's gonna go, drill in 3/16 holes. What we're gonna do, well, here they are. Take the zip ties, go through. It'll go around the wire, come back out. But I'm gonna try to do it so that way the actual end or whatever is on the inside, so that way all you'll see is that little black strap. So I'll go ahead and try to feed that through. Be right back. It's a lot better with having just that little bit showing. Nobody's really going to notice that on the side. I don't think so anyways. But got these out of the way. Eventually I would like to build some sort of wheel tub. Kind of cool that you can see everything, even though I'm not really happy with the steering shaft down there. I might try to actually adjust this back here so I can bring this Heims joint out. Should get rid of the extreme angle here. It does bind up right here, and I would really like it to not bind up there. So that'll be another small project. Obviously the alternator, we've talked about that a whole bunch of times. I need to clean up the wiring right there a little bit and add a second battery in the back. But let's go ahead, see what we got for clearance now. And the bumper is not sitting where I want it to, and I just kind of noticed. I know it's been hit at some point because that right there is a bumper mark. But if you look at the bumper gap here, and come over here, look at the bumper gap. Did not realize how far this bumper is actually pushed over. The bracket on that side that holds the bumper on, which would be for that carriage bolt right there, that whole bracket's actually bent pretty good. So I might try to cut that carriage bolt off, bend that bracket, see where that puts the bumper at, but I'm pretty happy with the fitment now. I mean, it still doesn't look great, but I'm not going to rub on anything. So that would be it for this episode. Short, boring, just a little update. So if you haven't already hit that follow button, go ahead and hit that. Stay updated. So see you on the next one.